Hello everyone, welcome back to the Third Age. Currently, we are looking at Hormwrath of Deer doing some nice little exercises there. He was bending his knees, yada yada. We have succeeded in baiting Sigbert and Liad into attacking Hormwrath of Deer, which is quite nice as he can just march forward and destroy them quite mercilessly. I think what we'll do is we will destroy both these little stacks in night battles, and then receive some reinforcements from Dread Forest. Unfortunately, our 2 units of Orc Raiders got beat up a little bit in the field, but these Uruks are perfectly fine. They can join Hormwrath's army, and then we can meet up with Captain Freeleaf, perhaps. Maybe what we can do is put off the fight with Freeleaf until a Jew arrives, and then we can double-team Freeleaf. That would be great. We'll have to see how that goes. We've got an adoption. Unfortunately, we're going to have to turn down Darth Maul here, which, I hate to say it, is a bit of a mistake, perhaps. At one point, we were number 1 in production, but it appears that we are now number 8, so that's quite lovely. We are making 1,200 gold per turn. We are no longer the most advanced faction either, and we have constructed a Black Gate in the Black Gate. When I say the Black Gate, I meant some troll cages. We built some troll cages in the Black Gate. There we go. Laguf is 69 years old, and at some point he is going to die. And that means that possibly Dwarf Wa is our new, let's see, our new Lord. Faction heir is Dondeth, yeah, of course. Once Dondeth becomes the Lord and Savior of Mordor, everything's just going to go right for us. Trust me. We've built a Shrine of Melkor in Aldborg, and now we can retrain this Orc band, just to be safe, I suppose. Safe from what? I could not tell you. We have retrained a unit of Halberds and Olaghai in Barad-dûr, which is nice. I would like to send them west, but unfortunately Dale is going to bring down the hammer quite hard around Thornburg, and I'm thinking maybe I should send this unit of Olaghai up north, just to give Dwarf Wa the upper hand in destroying all these little stacks. As long as all of these little stacks remain just that, little stacks, then we can easily just surround and destroy them. But if they were to coalesce into 2 strong stacks, then we would have some issues, because I think Dale has quite a lot of cavalry, or at least they're able to recruit cavalry, unlike us. So if they had like half an army of cav, then we would have a little bit of issues. But anyway, we're going to send Ugrat to talk to Rune. He is going to get some maps, possibly. There we go. Just rejected. They will give us 70 gold coins for maps, whatever. We may as well do. I don't see why not. There we are. Apparently their lands have not yet changed at all. So currently we have to destroy these generals. We have to take care of some of these Dalish armies. We've got an assassin named Holden, New Age name for him, trying to assassinate Dwarf Wa, which is quite nasty. What we'll do is anti-assassinate him with our good friend Mobag, because of course he has experience with that, as he did relieve Malgalad of its assassin problem, if that makes any sense. As for Lon Galen, Harad is absolutely gang-banging the shit out of these guys. We can't actually assassinate anyone in Gondor right now, so it's a bit useless. We may as well head to Pinnith Gelen and take a look there. Maybe we can assassinate or sabotage something there. I don't know. In the end, though, I think this guy will end up going north, so we can try to sabotage, like, Hornburg or something. There isn't really any forces of Rohan in the west that we need to worry about, that I've noticed anyway. Logbags take a look at Foldburg, which is no issue, it seems. There are no men there. Look at this curiosity. We've got this nice, perfect 4 corners. It reminds me of, like, the borders of Nunavut, Northwest Territories. I think it's Alberta and Saskatchewan, or Saskatchewan and Manitoba. I can't quite recall. But they look like this on the map. I suggest you go into Google Maps, you look up Canada right now, and you look, we've got something like this. And interestingly enough, the 4 corners of those borders of the 2 territories and 2 provinces, no one knows where they actually are, because the area has not been properly surveyed yet, which is weird. In this day and age, we don't even really know. But anyway, there's nothing going on. around Edoras, it seems. There's no armies, nothing we need to worry about. Entwade remains quite empty. Woldburg, as always, yet again remains to be our only issue or concern with the inner lands of Rohan. You know what I'm going to do, though? Speaking of the Hornburg, I'm going to talk to the Dark Lord, and I'm going to request an invasion specifically on the Hornburg. I would call it on Edoras, but we saw how that went. It lasted like fucking 50 turns, that invasion, and they never actually captured Edoras. So we're not going to call an invasion on Edoras, but instead we'll call it on Hornburg, which maybe might be an easier target. I don't really know. Regardless, I want to capture Edoras for myself at some point, and maybe the Hornburg would be nice to have as well. But I do want to put some additional pressure on the Rohirrim, so I'm going to call an invasion on Hornburg. Here we go. And Hornburg right now is actually not garrisoned at all. So if we were to ride up there with Dawn Death and capture it, then... Oh, look at that. I completely forgot about this little video. We've seen it before, though. So we'll just skip it. There we go. What was I saying? We could take the Hornburg. Unfortunately, I would assume it has garrison script, so that would be quite difficult. But anyway, we're going to... Or we have called an invasion on Edoras? My mistake. Hornburg. And hopefully, the Orcs of Gundabad et al. Will send, like, just one big death stack down to Hornbag, what am I saying? And that would disrupt the Rohirrim enough for us to get some territory, get some gains going on. Some serious gains. But as for now, what we'll do is we'll grab a Hormarath. We'll attack Sigbert, do a night attack. Shit, apparently Leod is so badass that he is impervious to night attacks. He too can fight night battles. So we can't actually cut these guys off from each other as well as I was hoping. Apparently the strength ratio is 2-to-1. So if we were to auto-resolve this assault, that would potentially go very well for us. I can see that it's all infantry, so you know what? I might fight this battle on the field just to make sure everything goes smoothly. We don't have any shock units other than Hormarath. I was hoping we had trolls or something, but we do not in Hormarath's army. But anyway, you know what? I think I will fight this battle, actually, manually, just to make sure that we kill both these guys and annihilate all of their infantry. Leod appears to be quite weak. His army is pretty shit. But anyway, everyone, I'm gonna see you guys on the battle map. Okay, so here we are. The Rohirrim are in this little valley here, which is quite nice. If we can advance, we can probably capture them. Or not capture them, but force them to remain in this valley. I'm gonna draw a huge missile line, like so. I'm gonna brighten this battle up in post, because as it is, whilst I'm playing it, I cannot see shit. Just FYI, I am pretty much flying blind right now because it is so hard to see anything. I'm going to move my ballistas forward. Oh shit, looks like the Rohirrim are trying to take up a position on some higher ground maybe. But I'm going to try to force them off their position with my ballistas. We'll head up to this little hill here to the south, my mistake, the south of the valley. We'll redraw our spear line. Let's speed this up. We'll redraw our spear line like so. We'll get our ballista up here. And of course our flanking forces, as always, on the flanks. Who would have thunk? Like so. Hormarath will be dead in the middle of the army. Everyone shall run. We'll speed it up 6 times. There goes everyone. I don't know where the Rohirrim are going. They are going to the very extreme end of the map, I suppose, because they've got a slight terrain advantage. Hardly noticeable. Looks like Leod is charging to meet up with the other guy, Siegfried, I think his name was, which is not bad at all. Unfortunately, I was hoping we could do some skirmishing before these guys formed a proper battle line, but it doesn't appear to be the case. We'll grab our archers and move them forward. We're going to use our missiles to the utmost in this battle because I don't think the Rohirrim have any missiles to speak of, so we can do as much damage as possible with them for the time being. Okay. Once again, we'll speed it up and wait for the Rohirrim to set themselves up. Yeah, they've set up on this little tiny hill here, it seems, which is unfortunate for us, I suppose. We're going to have to run to meet up with them. Well, we may as well just walk. We're going 6 times the speed, so that's just fine. Okay, we'll get our missiles to focus on the cav for now. I think they're going to use regular missiles, as fire arrows are quite useless in the rain. Just a tip, FYI, fire plus water often equals steam. Look at this fucking rain. It cannot decide which direction to go. I guess the wind is just blustering every which direction, which, I mean, kind of makes some sense. We are in a valley after all. Big plains territory. Okay, our missiles are streaming out in a very odd position. We shall create a line backed up by our spears because, of course, we don't want our missiles to be overrun by the cavalry, which would be horrendously bad. We can get our ballistas to fire on Leod, perhaps. They will actually use fire missiles, as I don't think it makes a difference, and I would like to see where they are firing. Because, as I said before, I can't actually see, like, anything. I can't even see my own troops in this rain, which I suppose is true to life. Well, I say that, but really, I'm really worrying about the realism factor when it comes to my orcs fighting men of the plains. Like, really? Fucking really? Okay, let's see. Are there any Rohirrim without shields? I would assume it would be somewhere in here. There's guys like that have two-handed axes or something. There has to be. Man, these guys sure are decked out, though. It has to be said. These guys are just rocking the scale armor to the utmost. Oh my goodness, our ballistas just roasted 2 or 3 men in Leod's host, which is nice. But we're pretty much going to shoot until all of our missiles are spent. And you know what? If at all possible, I would like to get my units... Oh no, the Rohirrim are charging. Okay, we'll get some of our missile units on the flanks, like so. Our actual unit of orc archers is going to maintain some fire on, let's see, who deserves to get... Oh, there we go, another ballista shot, which missed. That one missed, that one hit one guy. How many ballistas do we have? 4? 3, we have 3 ballistas, quite good. Okay, we've got a unit of orc archers firing at some lancers, my mistake. We'll put them behind our lines and we'll get them to fire at good old Siegfried, perhaps. Door of Wa. Hormarath, whoever this is, it's Hormarath, my mistake. He is going to head to the flank so he can begin firing. Once these guys get into position, they'll fire yet again. Okay, looks like the Rohirrim are kind of forming one big blob of men, which makes them quite a target for all of our missile units. There we go. I think we'll have to charge forward with our... Who's this? My Morning Guard. Okay, we'll form a pike line here and charge forward with these guys. Okay, looks like one unit of Rohirrim are moving. Hormarath is going to come around the flank, of course. No, my pikes weren't fast enough, and now my fucking scouts have been caught out by these Rohirrim. Wonderful. Okay, my Morning Guard are fighting these swordsmen. We're going to get on the flank with our Uruks and our Maulers. These Maulers are going to come here, like so, and attack the Cav. There we go. Actually, we'll get this unit come like, whoop, like something like, whoop. Okay, there we go. Not bad. Our ballistas are going to keep up the fire for now. Our scouts keep up the fire as well. These guys got to run. These guys will fire at those guys. Okay, I think we've pretty much got this sorted. Hormarath is on the flank, and he can charge to relieve these scouts. There we go. Hormarath is going to charge and help the scouts whilst our halberds deal with those swordsmen. These raiders are going to come in the middle, like so. Something like that. Okay, it looks like the general there is now charging. Our archers, my mistake, are running. We don't need them firing. We don't need these guys firing. And these guys are currently being attacked. Hormarath is trying to tear down the general. He's doing his best. and his best is more often than not, it's pretty good, actually. Looks like we have... Oh my goodness, I'm having real trouble seeing what's going on. Okay, looks like all of our units on the flanking force have now done the flanking, of course. The flanking force has flanked, of course. Wow. Okay, our scouts are going to fire at these bodyguards who are trying to flee and disengage, but I don't think that's going to happen. Looks like we're actually losing quite a lot of men due to these cavalry forces. For example, our scouts are not doing so hot, rather. And our raiders, though, have now got on the flank. There we go. Looks like our Uruks have caught out this bodyguard unit, and our scouts are going to fire. There we go. Have we done any casualties? I don't know. But our Uruks are going to get on the flank and really surround these guys. Hormarath, unfortunately, is forced to chase down these bodyguards as they keep trying to flee. Looks like our Uruks have shattered some units. There we go. We'll reform our pike line with these halberds and get them to flank, I suppose. As for our flank on the left, well, looks like the bodyguard is now charging our men, unfortunately, and we're going to lose a lot of Uruks due to that. Look at that. They don't do so well when receiving charges. Regular Uruks, not so hot. This unit of Orc Raiders is coming to support Hormarath, who will disengage, actually. We need his shock in the middle. Our Uruks are going to form a big, thick line to break these axemen, etc. There we go. It looks like these bodyguards are trying to disengage and flee. And unfortunately, I think they will be able to do so. Where are the generals? Okay, we are taking care of the generals. Looks like Hormarath is going to break those swordsmen real quick. My halberds are now moving in to break these men, and my Uruks are going to charge in to break these guys. Okay, looks like... Who is this? I don't know, but he's charging my scouts, and they're probably going to receive a bunch of casualties as a result. Okay, we are beginning to rout the Rohirrim in the middle due to our Uruks getting into position. Hormarath is going to come and seal the deal with a nice Nazgul Screech. There we go. He's going to break these guys here. No, actually, you know what? We'll get Hormarath to come and take care of the other general. I can't recall where this general is. He is no longer in the picture. It looks like he is able to flee from combat, unfortunately, and we haven't actually caught him out. Hormarath is going to try to catch all of these assholes. Speaking of the generals, of course, I'm going to try to capture the generals and kill them. So there we go. Hormarath is charged. I think this is Leod. Leod in the ass, and he's not loving it. He is not loving it. For the most part. Looks like my Uruks are chasing down a bunch of Rohirrim as the main body of the Rohirrim has now broken. There we go. Let's get this unit of Morning Guards to reinforce Hormarath as... Oh no, he's broken that unit of General's Guard, whereas my archers over here are now fighting these bodyguards. So let's get that unit of these Morning Guard actually to support there. Okay, Hormarath is chasing down the general, and it looks like they're probably gonna make it. We gotta get this guy. Let's see. Can we get him? Looks like he's gonna be able to make it, unfortunately. But we are capturing a lot of the Rohirrim, which is nice. I don't know if these guys are gonna be able to... Oh yeah, we've got this last guy surrounded. Let's remove our raiders and let the Morning Guard handle it, whilst my scouts cease firing. There we are. No, my Morning Guard are not quick enough. The bodyguard just chased down my raiders continuously. Hormarath is not quick enough either to capture these generals, unfortunately. But we have captured one at the very least. Look at that. 200 Morning Guard just charged into one single bodyguard slash general. In this nice little wedge formation, but we just gotta poke him to death, slowly but surely. Did he just fucking escape? He did just fucking run through all of our men. Oh my god, look at him run at a quickened pace. The quickening. This guy is obviously one of the Highlanders. It has to be said. Okay, we're gonna shoot him with our scouts a little bit just to try to soften him up as he continuously evades all of our infantry. Let's see if my 80 scouts can take him down. No, because they have poor aim, it seems. Oh my fucking god, this guy is just charging into all of my missile units. Unrelenting, and he just charged and killed like 40 of my archers. Well, no, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but not by much. Let's see, can we get some maulers in on this? Potentially. There we are. Bam, and some pikes. Bam. Get both units of Morning Guard after this fucking asshole, as well as Hormrath. There we are. Okay, who is now running? It is none other than, let's see, some Yord Lancers. Wonderful. Okay. Let's see if I can find this guy anywhere. There he is. He is fleeing. This guy is such a fucking bitch. You know that? Just a massive bitch. It's like Egbert 2.0 in the flesh. As he keeps just charging into my missile units. Oh my good golly. Look at that. We have like 400 archers firing at this guy and he refuses to die. Unfucking believable. I am thoroughly pissed with how powerful the generals of men are in this mod. Like, I can understand the Nazgul as they are quite literally like otherworldly beings, but I know Boromir is pretty badass, but for him to continuously... Like, it took like 3 arrows to kill Boromir, but we just shot like 50 into this guy and he still lives? What is that about? I don't even know. Regardless, though, we've got Hormrath bringing up the rear. He will arrive on the scene any minute now. There we go. Just for good measure as well. Nazgul Screech. There we go. We've won, and we're going to kill this guy any minute now. Hormrath himself is going to get the final blow. It appears. No! He is able to retreat. I don't fucking understand this guy. Can we shoot him? Please. Something. Anything. Cannot believe these guys. How are they able to rout so readily? Unbelievable. Okay, looks like my Nazgul have actually been able to catch up with him. When I say Nazgul, I do mean... Oh my good golly. I cannot believe this. Mother of Pearl, this guy has actually retreated. And he's off the battlefield. What in the fuck? Hormrath, you had him! I don't understand you. What? How did you let him slip through your fingers? Tell me. You are not looking good in my books, my friend. We did kill more Rohirrim than we lost in orcs, but we did not manage to kill either Sigbert or Leod. I think Leod must be a named character that has like extra health points, because that was ridiculous. He was able to retreat off the field and through my lines like 2 or 3 times. Unbelievable. So we've got 2,300 gold coins worth of men, and we're just going to execute all of them as a result of Leod and Siegfried's fucking traitorous ways. Look at that. Leod was the lone man left in his unit, as well as Sigbert, because we weren't actually able to kill either of them. Ridiculous, but we'll grab these 2 units of Uruks, we'll put them in Hormrath's army, and we will retreat with Hormrath, so we can put this new unit of ballistas and raiders in Hormrath's army, and then we'll try to draw Captain Freeleaf out towards Minas Tirith, where we can reinforce even further with some more units, and then we'll just crush them. Adu is going to hold the bridge, I suppose, until all of these stacks of Rohan carry on their merry way. If need be, he can march back to Aldburg and garrison the place. Dawndeath is still in Dunharrow. Not doing much, honestly. Not doing a whole lot. Cultural unrest is going to remain for quite a while. But now that we've called an invasion on Hornburg, I'm hoping to see some stacks arrive and disrupt the Rohirrim so that we can move with Dawndeath. We'll grab the War of Wa and we will attempt to destroy Horse of the Cruel. Look at that. He's got 1,500 men, but a couple weakened units, so we might be able to destroy him in the field. You know what? We may as well do it right now. Here we go. Night attack? No, we'll just do a regular day attack, and hopefully our spiders reign supreme, as they always have. As well as our trolls. I'm sad we don't actually have a catapult anymore, but I'm sure we'll make do. Here we go. See you guys on the battle map. So once again, we've got a nice hilly fucking map with like a Franciscan fucking monastery in the middle of the field. Well, not really Franciscan, I'd say it's more like Benedictine, as it is in the middle of nowhere. And it is quite nice. But anyway, you know what? We may as well move our spear lines forward like so, and we'll make it even longer. Just get some massive combat width over here, and then we can get... Actually, you know what? No, we'll do something like that. There we go. And then we can get our trolls on the far flank over by Stonehenge. And then we can get our spiders on the flank nearest the monastery, and even get our spiders to go around the flank with Hormwrath. There we go. And our ballistas will open fire on the Dalish general when they can. Is this the first battle we fought against Dale? I don't actually recall having fought against any of these units before. Well, they do look somewhat familiar, but I can't recall. Let's see. Look at the Dalish general. He looks pretty badass. His units, that is. I don't know about the man himself, as I haven't actually spotted him. He would be on the right, I would wager. I don't know. None of these guys look like a general. They have torches, though. I don't know why. It's broad daylight, and they've got fucking torches. They came prepared to burn the corpses of their enemies, I suppose. Like, too prepared, almost to, like, a cocky degree. Okay, I don't know where the general is. Maybe this isn't the general unit, but it is, in fact, just a unit of cavalry. Oh my goodness, these guys are already firing at Hormwrath. Are they, like, fucking longbowmen or something? They must be Bardian marksmen. Oh. Okay, yes, of course, because they're taking after the Bard, perhaps? Barding Herd. Is it because they're wearing, like, Barding armor? I don't know. Athala Rangers, Dalesmen. Who is the general in this fucking riffraff? Here he is. It's this unit of Bardian marksmen. So then where's the general? Ah, there's the man. There's the man himself. Okay, well, we may as well get Dwarvois on the extreme flank, like so that he can take out some of this light cav. Oh shit, you know what, let's get our spiders. Oh my good golly, these cavalry are just charging me already. Let's get some halberds in there. We'll bring our trolls back a little bit. We'll intercept with some spears. There we go. We'll get our halberds and these spears to take care of these cav, and then we can take them out with our trolls. Look at that, we've got a bunch of units of halberds. Look at that, oh my goodness. This could not have gone any better. These guys aren't going to be able to form up in time, though. They're going to have to brace for impact. Here we go. Oh my goodness, they stopped in time for us to charge with 2 units of Uruk halberds. I don't believe this. My trolls are going to charge this unit of cavalry by their lonesome. If these guys are able to escape this, I'm going to probably just shit my pants in anger. Just quite literally. Okay, we've got Hormwrath on the flank. We have encircled a unit of these guys with some halberds, and my mountain trolls just charged this unit of cav and just tore them to fucking shreds. Unbelievable. Well, no, I believe it wholeheartedly. And it looks like they've got all of their missile units charging my trolls as well. Oh my god, I have to fucking pause this because this is too much. We are just going to destroy this entire army, as their ineptitude is, it's to extreme lengths, it has to be said. Okay, we've got a unit of Morning Guard, 2 units of Morning Guard ready to intercept, just like this. Something like that, rather. Pew! And then these trolls will just take a step back, and they will take a wild gander at these missile units and just tear them to pieces once we intercept them. These heavy infantry, shieldless axemen need to get shot. Look at that. We've got a bunch of spears and halberds attacking these. Oh shit. And oh, I already moved that unit. Never mind. Okay, I've got my halberds attacking and surrounding those cavalrymen. I'm just so overwhelmed with this battle. This could not have gone better. The cav, which is the most dangerous wing of their force, has just being driven into the very jaws of my forces. I've got a bunch of halberds in position to take out these Rovanian spearmen, it appears. Looks like their cav is routing because they got surrounded. And, oh, these guys are actually quite well armored, and my Uruks were in no position to take them on. Well, they are in quite a position, actually, but if we can flank with some of these maulers, etc., that would be great. My spiders are now in position to attack. Oh my god, a bunch more missile units. Dwarvois and my spiders are just going to tear these missile units apart. Looks like my What are these? Spearmen. Okay. My Morning Guard are going to receive a charge from some more cav. Another mismanagement. We'll get our trolls to come around the flank and smash into some of these units, whilst my maulers destroy this unit of watchmen. Looks like we'll have to get some raiders in it as well. Unfortunately, they've got a bunch of rangers and missile units attacking my men. Luckily, my spiders are going to be in position to... oh my god, look how dense this formation is of archers. Very, very bizarre. Okay, my mountain trolls are going to get in position to charge into the rear of these. Where did those spearmen go? What in the world has happened to them? Did they just... Oh, I see. They're trying to charge around the flank. We'll get these two units to get into position to cut them off, I suppose. We'll get our maulers to come around the flank. Looks like we're actually losing a few halberds to this charge. But once our trolls get into position, they can begin to take out those men. We're going to move our infantry up on the left flank, like so. Some orc band as well. Actually, something like that would be okay. My trolls are now in position, and they are beginning to attack these spearmen, it seems. We didn't really kill any of these spearmen with our maulers, who are having an issue chasing them down, it seems. Oh, unfortunately, we lost and are losing some spiders due to these Bardian marksmen being quite good in melee combat, apparently. Who'd have thunk? We're going to charge the enemy lines with our spearmen as my trolls are tearing these Rovanian guard a new one as they're trying to flee. Okay, we've got some maulers and Uruk halberds to take up this flank here. Okay, our spiders and Hormwrath are going to get in position to do some flanking. Oh my goodness, they need to flee from these Hearth watchmen. Good golly. Okay, my trolls are going to come around the flank like so and charge into those Dale swordsmen. Likewise, Dawndeath is just going to chill on the reverse side of this hill so he doesn't take too many casualties, that is. I've got some infantry on the right flank. They're going to form a line. There we are. My Morning Guard are going to take the brunt of this charge, whilst my infantry comes on the flank like so, as well as my halberds. Okay. I've got some halberds here to intercept, along with some maulers that will just tear through this heavy infantry. Lovely, just absolutely lovely. I've got some rangers trying to flee from the conflict, so I'll get my spiders to take care of it. I'll get Dawndeath. Fuck, Dawndeath. My mistake. Hormwrath to intercept and kill all of these assholes. Okay, looks like we're actually taking a lot of casualties. Did I say Hormwrath? I meant Dwarf Law, of course. Okay, I've got my trolls ready to charge into the rears of these units. My spiders and Dwarf Law are now going to tear these guys a new one. Going to draw something like this. There we go. Okay, it looks like we're losing a lot of spiders because they're charging those rangers, it seems. And we are taking a lot of casualties in my Morning Guard because they're trying to pull through some of these units. They're not actually attacking these units, which is not great. My Orc Raiders are going to attack those swordsmen in the rear. We're going to come through the middle here and attack those Hearth Watchmen. My Raiders are going to chase down those Bardian marksmen. We're going to get Dwarf Law to attack those marksmen. My Trolls are going to not attack these Athala Rangers. I'm pretty sure my spiders can take care of it, but they're going to try to break up this main block of infantry. Here we go. Can they do it? Yes, they can. We're going to charge these Dalesmen with our Trolls and break them. Hopefully, they are wavering. Something like that. Okay, my spiders are making some nasty noises, and they are going to chase down those Rangers as Dwarf Law takes out those marksmen. Okay, I've got some fucking Maulers charging. What are the Dalish doing? They're just throwing all of their units in on these fights. This is just fucking ridiculous. I do not believe this. Our archers do not need to fire. Actually, let's get them off the field, I would say. Okay, the lines are so utterly messy in this, it's hard to believe. Okay. Dwarf Law, what are you... He's charging down some Bardian marksmen. My spider's charging down some rangers, as always. Look at that, we've just surrounded all of these Dales. Oh my goodness, these guys just got some big fucking bastard swords. And we've just surrounded the Dalish, and we're pretty much just slaughtering them quite mercilessly. Looks like my trolls are beginning to take some wounds from these Dalesmen, unfortunately, who are not doing any fighting. They are just kind of running around like absolute idiots. Okay, Dwarvois has taken out these marksmen. My spiders have taken quite a few casualties this battle, it seems. But they ran off those rangers, it seems. They're now off the map. Okay, we'll get our spiders back to chase down these Dalesmen who have broken, I would say. We've lost 15% of our army, which is not the greatest. I would have liked to lose a lot less men than we have done, but what can you do? When Dwarvois comes for you, he's gonna form up and charge these marksmen. There we go. I was hoping that would go a lot better, but the lines were just so messy, we managed to lose quite a bit of men. Our spiders are going to charge these Dalesmen, along with my trolls, as they are trying to run away, but of course we're going to break them before they even do any damage. Dwarvois is now in position to crush these marksmen. He's going to do a Nazgul Screech. Ow, my ears. There we go. We managed to kill the general with that charge. That was just perfect. We killed Horse of the Cruel. And no one's going to cry because, of course, he is a cruel man. Okay, you know what? We're going to run down whoever is fleeing. I think we've broken everyone. I think we've done it. Have we, though? Who is this? Oh my god, there's a whole unit of barding herd over here. Let's grab our scouts, who I foolishly told to run off the field. Oh my goodness, like my one unit of Morning Guard is pretty much wiped off the map as they were trying to run through the lines of the Dalish. Wow. Okay, we're gonna get our ballistas to fire at these guys as well. Dwarvois is gonna take on these swordsmen, it seems. Is he gonna charge into them? Yeah, kind of. But they are falling quite quickly to our cavalry charges. There we go. Dwarvois instead is going to run down these Dalesmen whilst our trolls and spiders return to formation. We need to get into formation to receive these barding herd and cause as many casualties on them before they get anywhere. Oh my good golly, who is firing on my men? It is none but the Athala Rangers, who apparently did not break. My mistake. But my spiders are going to take care of it pretty soon. Pretty soon when they get into contact with them. Dwarvois going to reform to take out as many of these men as possible. These heavy two-handed axemen are going to be quite a problem to us further down the field if we don't take care of them right now. My spiders just tore these rangers a new one. Oh my goodness, they've routed. Okay, my spiders are going to take care of that easily. I want my archers to do a bit of shooting as well as my ballistas. If I could get my ballistas to form up like here, they can fire into the flanks of these guys. I want my missile units to fire at these men as they don't have shields, but they do have quite a bit of heavy armor. So if we could kill them before they even reach my lines, that would be fucking great. Let's see. Can I get my ballistas to fire now? Yes, okay. Get my trolls in position. Who to counter these guys? Maybe a unit of Orc Band. We'll form a preliminary line of Orc Band just to absorb the casualties if need be. My ballistas are fucking around, not firing at all, weirdly enough. I gotta say, I'm not surprised though. As well as my archers are fucking around, not firing, weirdly enough. Okay, looks like these guys are forming up and approaching my lines, and my ballistas are getting ready to take care of them any second now. There we go. Okay, Dwarvois is going to get into position here. My ballistas managed to miss every shot, and I'm gonna stop firing with all of my missile units as this is quite useless. Okay, I'm just gonna charge in with Dwarvois, my Orc Bands, and my Trolls. Here we go. Hopefully we can break these guys pretty easily. They do have some really fucking badass Bardiches though. Which is going to cause massive havoc with my Orc Bands, unfortunately. Okay, looks like they're wavering already, though, which is great, so we just got to get our trolls in here to seal the deal. I would say they are wavering as they are surrounded by our cheapest units possible, Orc Bands, But they are now shaken. Oh, here we go. Charge from the trolls, who are exhausted, so this is going to be quite weak. Oh, there we go. We broke them just in time for our trolls to just meet their lines, and oh my good golly, the carnage is beautiful. It is the best thing I've ever seen. Look at that. This, I would assume this is an expensive unit, and we just wiped it off the map pretty easily. But anyway, everyone, I'm going to take care of this unit. Actually, no, we may as well watch the carnage as it is. Not going to last long. It is just so beautiful as my trolls and my spiders and all my orc bands, my mingling of units is just going to take these guys apart. Oh my good golly. Yeah, so like I was saying, I would assume this is an expensive unit and we've just taken them out with like very minimal losses. There we go. Okay, so we destroyed that little stack of Dale, 1,500 men destroyed at a cost of 500 orcs. Not too bad at all. And I'm pretty sure we have enough units in Thornburg itself to reinforce, if need be. There we go. We've got 2,000 gold worth of men, and we're going to execute. Oh, there we go. Horse of the Cruel is now wiped off the map, and that is the only other general of Dale we've pretty much ever seen of note. The other one, of course, being Valamir, who we'll have to kill in the field next. We can engage Captain Valamar, not to be confused rather with Valamir. And I would prefer to fight these captain armies, as they will not be able to withstand my forces for very long. There we go. We've replaced a unit of Morning Guard, and if we had a general, maybe I can just send Dwarf Wa on his own to retrieve some spiders from Mirkwood, or at least check if there would be spiders. I'm worried that he's going to get assassinated, though, which would be a major buzzkill. Anyway, everyone, I think we're running out of time, or we have run over time here, and I will have to end the video now. So, as always, thank you for watching. I think we've accomplished some things of note this episode, and things are going well, as I would assume, with all of our massed armies and our income of 2,000 gold coins. Things are going quite well. I think what we'll do, though, is recruit some shitty units in the Black Gate. Well, I say shitty units, but a unit of mountain trolls would be good. That way we can go and reinforce up in Thornburg. Have 2 units of trolls kicking around here just in case, and if need be, we can take this unit down south, retrain it, etc. Oh shit, we can join the invasion, but we will not do. Actually, you know what? If we join the invasion, we get some use of some mercenaries, which would not be too bad, actually. If we were to take Dwarf Wa... Sorry, Dawn Death out of Dunharrow. A lot of D's. We can join the invasion, recruit a bunch of mercenaries, and take the Hornburg, or possibly use them to surround Edoras and besiege it. I don't know. We'll see how that goes next video. I will see you guys then. Oh, once again, Q, mash it more. We're being strangled already. Oh. Are we being fucking... Oh my fucking god. This is too much. This is too much, you guys.